One of the most popular questions I get asked is, what is the difference between mid-century modern and mid-century? I've done videos on this before, but today this house that I'm in popped up, and it's pretty impressive. It's very original. So as they say in Japanese, it is Genshu Genmitbutsu, which is, let's go see. Welcome, folks. My name is Alister. I'm your host, the Modern Modernist. First things first, the listing agent. So Sarah Radalunas, thank you very much. I featured one of her listings before on the channel. That was a full-blown mid-mod. So this is an interesting home. It's mid-century. It's for the most part pretty original, which is both good and bad, because I can guarantee you, if Flipper's going to buy this, gut it and make it all modern inside, contemporary. It's just what happens. It's unfortunate, but it's the way. That's the lay of the land. Start with these lights. There's one there. There's two there. They make absolutely no sense because we're in a hallway. We'll back away in a minute because I'll show you the front door, which is brilliant, by the way. And you'll see just, it's a fantastic front door, but the lights don't make any sense. Like, what are they lighting up? They're very weird. Like I said, it's a single one, and then there's two there. They're unique, I'll tell you that much, but they're very cool, very mid-century. So let's go start with this front door. There's a lot of foliage out front, so it's hard to get an actual clear view of what this house looks like, but it is very, very cool. So there's steps down. There is a garage. We're in Lamb Park. The street is unbelievably quiet. And like I said, there's lots of foliage blocking the view of the house. But there's some really cool steps. This made me laugh. Look, play hopscotch. So clearly kids lived here, or maybe this was grandma's house. I don't know the history of this house. Usually I find out, but this one I don't know what the history is. And what's also unique about this house, unlike most homes, right? When it's trash day, you're like weaving them out of the garage past your cars. This has its own little sidewalk. And there's the trash cans. They actually live behind that gate. But hey, there we go. And front door, you ready? This is a very cool front door. You could not get any more mid-century than that. You got these acrylic panels, the aluminum mail slot, and then what's this, you ask? Well, it's a combination deadbolt. Back in the day before you had touchpad keypads. It's just really cool. I like it. I don't know how you would get the combination. My guess is you get a locksmith, take the back panel off, and then effectively recombination it. But that's what it looks like from the inside. It is so cool. You got this sort of irregular slate tile floor. That would probably most likely is very original and very cool. Kitchen. This is a mid-century kitchen all day long. Try not to get too excited. But anyway, Formica, these are the original cabinets. This cabinet over here, I was like looking through cabinets because I was trying to find something, but I couldn't. But I'll show you what I was trying to find as well. That smells like chock full of nuts, which is kind of like very 50s, 60s coffee, the yellow can. And that's clearly why they kept the coffee. Like, you open that door, oh, it smells so good. Anyway, this kitchen is very original. These details, this is always very mid-century. You'll see those on window treatments. In this thing, like I said, it's on the bottom of a sink. Appliances, probably 90s-ish. The original, I like it, but they did actually go black because they matched it to the original trash compactor. That's very original. It looks very 60s. This house was built in 1960, by the way. But what got me excited about this kitchen, why was I opening cabinets? What is that? You lift that up first, and then there's something that you put on there, i.e. would be a blender, mixer. And then this, that's how you turn it on. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. So that would not be a hard thing to replace, to be honest with you. You'd be Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores. They pop up. They're actually pretty common, not that hard to find. There are pocket doors everywhere. I've tried opening these before the start of the video. They need some love. They're pocket doors, but they no longer act as doors. But it's not a hard fix. Really easy repair. Super easy. My fear is, like I said, with this house, as a flipper will buy it, gut it, and all this will be gone. And it's really unfortunate. It has my favorite ceilings. Popcorn all day in this room and the living room next door. This was set up, it's staged. There's a wood fireplace over here, which I like. And then we've got dining room, living room, and then there's another sitting room over there. So you could really play around and have a family room, dining room, and a formal living room. You could even put a formal dining room and living room together over there. You could really play with it. It's kind of nice. And then you've got, like I said, in the kitchen, you do have breakfast nook too. So you have plenty of dining options. It's really nice. It's a really cool house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2-car garage, 2 bath. And then you got these 2 big formal space, living room spaces. It is really, really cool. So I know what's not going to survive a renovation, and I like it, is this wood paneling. It's just lots of windows. There's a lot of shade to this yard, so the house doesn't get a lot of light. My favorite plant, bird of paradise. We'll look at that in a minute too. It is all carpeted, even the bathrooms. Very mid-century. I know, gross. It's the way it was back then. I would actually pull all this up and go parquet wood floors and do a lighter wood, not dark, and then repaint the wall in here, especially the white, and then the white in this ceiling. It's old and modern day paints. The pigment white's going to be really bright, and that will add so much. But I love popcorn. I know people hate them, but I love them. And they even got the old school. These are original ceilings. Vents, see that? And then there's a knob there, and that's how you open and close the vent. I like those. And you can see like it's old, like you got dust ring around it. So that would need cleaning and painting. And probably need the ductwork, probably need a really good clean, to be honest. But look at that fireplace. That is just so cool. But there we go. Like I said, that's my biggest fear with this house is someone's not going to restore it. They're just going to get it. And you could restore this, make it modern, and still leave some of its features in place, which would be nice. So let's do. It's all right. That's frustrating. I was here, and then an agent came to show the house with flippers, and they've locked the bedroom door. Like, for whatever reason, they've twisted the lock, and then that's unfortunate. And they had the front door open, so it blew this door shut. Now I can't show you the primary bedroom. That's frustrating. Oh, you know what? I know how we can do this. Watch this. Because the reason that door closed, hold on a second. When there's a will, there's a way. Let's hope. Because like I said, I was watching. They did. They left the patio slider open. Ta-da! We're in. That's interesting. This door has locked itself shut from both sides. Oh, there we go. Whew, that made no sense. It's now unlocked. We're good. All right, we're in the primary bedroom. That was a mess. Anyway, see what we go through as realtors? So primary bedroom has a slider out to the yard. Very cool. This, I will say this, it's not a house to grow old in. It's got lots of steps. There's steps up, there's steps down. It's crazy. I like it, but young family, perfect house. And then kids go to college, probably stay here another 10, 15 years. And then when you're off to the home, you get rid of the house. But it's a cool house. Primary bath, you ready for this? Mid-century, primary baths very rarely had a tub. It's a shower. But how this bathroom is laid out, you could get a tub in here. You could convert it. It would not be cheap. but you could convert it. So here we go. You ready? So we're in the main bedroom. Swing around. There is the bathroom door. And as you walk in, it's a pocket door. So this would stay. There's a closet. Very mid-century 60s. You always had a makeup counter. Very, very, very mid-century. Not mid-mod, mid-century. And then there's a sink in here. There's a toilet. And like I said, they always do a shower stall. And Americans were thinner back then. So your shower, that's pretty narrow by modern standards, but I've seen narrower. So you could easily move some walls around in here, knock this through. You keep the closet because you're going to need a closet. There is a closet out there, but you could get a tub, toilet, sink, and keep the shower stall in there. It would be cozy, but it would all fit. It would not be difficult. So let's walk out the door that we couldn't. Garage. Remember how I said stairs? Because of the way the land is laid out, the garage is down a set of stairs. Now, I'm going to keep some things in mind here because this has the laundry down here. Remember that. This is the garage. It needs some love down here. It needs finishing. It's like I said, see that? That's laundry. That is a dryer vent. Why is the dryer vent there? My washer dryer are over there. Like I said, remember it. There's a crawl space. That would become a wine cellar. I actually went in there on tour day and it's kind of creepy, so I'm not going in. I'm not going to lie. It's also very dark and there's no lights. But I would turn that literally into a wine cellar storage. It'd be really cool, but I'd make it wine, but that's me. But this garage, I mean, it's huge. It's a 2-car garage. It would be tight side by side, but it's got a nice, you turn that into a work area, workshop. It's a brilliant garage. It really is. And that washer dryer, remember? We're going to remember about those because we're going to learn something. So here you come through up the stairs. These are our living rooms, right? And so as you come off the staircase, there's that primary door, living room, dining room. Come through here. There's kitchen. And again, like I said, it's not a good house to grow old in, but I like this. I do. See this door? That's the dryer vent that I just showed you downstairs. And this is plumbed for water. So you would reconfigure that and make that a stackable washer dryer. And now you bring your washer dryer upstairs in the main living space rather than being in the garage. Now off of this is 2 bedrooms, and in the middle is a very large bathroom with a lot of wasted space. So I would change things around in there too, but let's do the bedrooms first. Bedroom, this, that is wood paneling for days. Look at this. Oh, and come across, this bedroom is in the front of the house. We're actually over the top of the garage. But this is the reverse. It's all white. Ignore that. Oh, I can't stand ceiling fans. And same thing, I would go all wood parquet floors. You've got a built-in closet. That's actually a cupboard closet behind the door over there. Like I said, you get these homes like built kind of in the 60s and they got these just weird, odd features. Like, why? I don't know. But, and it's actually kind of tall. It goes up there. Hey, it's different, that's for sure. But it is just such a cool space. Well, let's go out to the back garden because the video got a little discombobulated there with the primary bedroom door being locked on us. That's the other thing I've noticed is like people view houses and then with agents and then they like leave stuff open, like they don't tell you about things. It's kind of rude. It's just weird. Like I don't know. Like, personally, I didn't go through that gate yet. I left it closed. But I'll all be fixed when I leave. Don't worry, Sarah. I got you. All right, backyard. There's not a lot back here other than a lot of space. First off, this bad boy. That has a brilliant bird of paradise. It needs separating, and then I would just move it throughout the house and the yard, put in different spots. But it's huge. That thing's decades old. To get that big. So this yard, we're in Land Park. This house is $750,000. It's got, in the listing, they put it as a newer HVAC, newer heating. That is in this door, by the way, and is definitely newer roof. And it says newer. What does that mean? Within the last 5 years. The electrical panel's been replaced. I'll show you that too. That would have been a Zinsco in the past. They're just bad news bears. Insurance companies hate them. So if you're ever writing an offer on a house and you see a Zinsco panel, tell your agent. Your agent should spot it. Your home inspector will catch it. Put some money in there to have that replaced. If you're in Sac County, that's SMUD. SMUD actually does have some programs to replace Zinsco panels. They'll do rebates. It depends on the flavor of the month. They always have something offered. Sometimes they'll cover the labor. Sometimes they'll actually cover the panel. Like, it just goes back and forth. They're always doing something. But yeah, I don't know what PG&E does, but SMUD, they've always got some kind of a rebate program. It's kind of cool. But look at this yard. There's no pool in here. So why do I mention 750? We're in a neighborhood where you're $1.1 million, $1.2 million, $1.3 million in this neighborhood. So at 750, yeah, this house would need a $200,000, $300,000 hug. And you could still put a pool back here with that budget easily, maybe a little bit more. And when you go to sell this house 15, 20 years from now, you're gonna get your money back. Like, you're just gonna get your money back. You just are. It would not be a concern. And there's some things I would change. Like, see this? This is right outside the primary bedroom window. I would move it and I would put it down the side of the house so I'm not having to listen to it while I'm sleeping at night. And there is, oh my gosh, there is space for days down here. That's the side door to the garage. That's just a pile of dirt on concrete. And but there's access. So you could put a small fishing boat down the side of the house, I guess. Like a very small pop-up kind of camper RV trailer. Like I said, these are again, 1960. You get above average lot sizes compared to what you see today floating around. It's a really cool house. Again, this is relatively new, last 5 years by looking at it. The roof is newer too. I think I said that. So a lot of your expensive stuff has been done. You were going to spend, so that way you could spend that budget on finishes, nicer hardware, really nice floors, really go to town on the back garden. The exterior of the house, I mean, it'll need painting, and I'll show you why. So this is what happens when you replace panels. It's not a bad thing, but it's just part of the process. You get a stucco house like this. You end up cutting these out. And so you've got this. This is all the new finish around the panel. So, you're going to match this again, I would, so it doesn't look like a patch. You're going to paint the house anyway. So that's what you do. And that was that, like I said, where the trash cans go. And there's like a little slopey driveway down for trash night. So you're not weaving trash cans past cars, which I have done. It's just, I hate trash night. Never liked it, but there you go. So there we go. This is look at this kitchen. I mean, this is a mid-century kitchen all day. It's superb. It really and truly is. So I love it. So thank you, Sarah. I really do appreciate it. Folks, please like, subscribe. There's almost now, last month, 28,000 people viewed the channel and 301 of you subscribed. a lot of people I'm learning just watch YouTube, but they don't log in and to subscribe. To subscribe, yes, you just need to log in on your Gmail account, and then you can like, subscribe, and comment. And I appreciate all comments. I really do. So I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers. And when I get to 1,000 subscribers, here's the plan. We'll have a party, and you are all invited. I kid you not. We'll do it as, I'll find an MCM-esque based themed venue. There's 2 that I have in mind, and they're very MCM. And it will be, meet me. There'll be stuff there. My plan is to have an MCM or an architect that does MCM. So we'll have them to meet, greet, do a presentation. I'll have folks from insurance, title, home warranty, so you can learn about that. So it's not just about this channel, it's about also buying a home. I'll invite a couple of lenders so we can learn about that too. And also have a fun evening, and it'll be MCM themed. So that's the plan. That is 699 subscribers away. Shouldn't be that hard, to be honest. But yeah, it blew me away when I see the numbers. It's literally I average around 27 to 28,000 views a month of people watching this channel. And YouTube lets you get into the analytics. 98% of them are US based. And then in a large portion of that 98% are right here, Sacramento. So it could be an interesting party. But but anyway, that's the plan. So please, if you are one of those people that are watching this and are not subscribed, just log into your Gmail account. Boom, subscribe. And then you can even set, like, if you get to see every video, if I just pop up once in a while, you can even be subscribed and have it that my videos don't pop up into your feed. And then you can go find the videos, which I know some people actually do that, believe it or not. So there we go, folks. This house is brilliant. It really and truly, it's another one of my favorites. It's the problem, right? It's like, I don't know, these homes to me are like stray cats. Like, you want to bring them home. So, but there we go. And so, yeah, I really do appreciate you watching. Once again, thank you, Sarah. And folks, my name is Alister, your host, the Modernist. Be good to each other, humans.